Businesses all across the planet are looking to make connections with people. Well, guess what? Divine Connections magazine is helping businesses not only walk in their purpose and passions, but to get connected to their potential. That's right. You've got to connect to your potential, and you can make it happen now because it is time to know your worth. As you get connected to people all across the planet, Divine Connections magazine will make it happen. And get featured in the magazine today and get your copy now, because there's no other time than a divine time to get connected to Divine Connections magazine.
Hello and welcome to the fabulous world of Dream Builders Realty, where we are fulfilling dreams and lifestyles. My name is Trish Adams and I'm the owner-operator, and I have a fabulous team here to help you with your real estate needs. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, we're here to help you. If you need questions on down payment assistance, if you have credit that's not so great but you need some help with that, we're here. We are your go-to people. So please feel free to reach out and we can help you with any of those needs. And you can contact any of our fabulous agents at 336-770-2712.
Dream Builders!
Terrell Goodman is the CEO of TS&F Consultant and Management LLC, a veteran-owned and operated family business that offers professional services for veterans. This company operates with a group of associate members with an average of 38 years of hands-on experience in their respective professions. They are committed to the highest principles, standards, and values to assure each client's success. To find out more, contact TS&F Consultant and Management LLC today. Just call 877-365-0817, extension 104.
Great day, everyone. This is Dolores Williams with Divine Connections. Welcome, everyone. Thank God for another day. Make sure you like and share this broadcast. It's going to be some great information shared, and you don't want to miss it. So Divine Connections magazine is a magazine that's faith-based and inspirational. It comes out quarterly in print as well as online. We connect with different businesses, entrepreneurs, gospel artists, pastors, authors, anyone that's doing something great in the community. And if you would like to advertise your business or your ministry in Divine Connections magazine, make sure you email Divine Connections magazine at gmail.com. So how do you stay connected with Divine Connections? Go to our email list on my website at divineconnectionsmagazine.com and subscribe there for updates and news. Then we also have our Facebook page at Divine Connections Marketing. Make sure you like that page. Instagram, it's Divine Connections, one word. And then you could subscribe to our YouTube channel at The Divine Connections. And make sure you also click the notification button as well to stay connected. All right, so the quarterly magazine, this is the current magazine that is out right now. Again, I said it comes out in print as well as online. We have gospel artists, entrepreneurs, pastors, authors, anybody that's doing something positive in the community. We would love to have you in the next issue. So if you want to purchase a copy right now, simply go to divineconnectionsmagazine.com/subscriptions. Okay. And hopefully we'll get to see you in the next issue. Also, Divine Connections event. It is Divine Connections 11th magazine anniversary. God has blessed us yet again another year to stay connected and network with a lot of individuals, and we're so grateful. And so this is the time that I take out and bring people together. So we'll have gospel groups, praise dance, moms, vendors, food trucks, fashion show, and vendors, of course. All right. So we're going to network and worship together. I have about 5 more spots for vending. So if you would like to vend at this opportunity, make sure you text 336-338-8903 and let me see what you have. And then we can go from there. All right. Awesome. So the next thing on our agenda is We do sponsorship. As you've seen before and after the show, you'll see 30-second commercials of different businesses and entrepreneurs and gospel artists and things that's going on. So what we do here as a sponsor, you can get a 30-second spot sponsorship for 3 months agreement. And then we would run your commercial for 3 months before or after the show so people can know who you are and what you do, and then we can make a connection. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So that are some things going on. Again, the event is Saturday, September the 11th, and tickets are only $12. So come and support the other vendors, the other ministries, and come and fellowship. We will be masked up and social distancing, okay? But we will come and give God all the honor and all the glory as well. If you are a business or ministry, or you have a book or a gospel group and you need a 30-second or a 60-second commercial, we would love to serve you. That is one of the services that we provide along with advertisement as well. So if you need a custom commercial for your business or your ministry, make sure you email divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com. Awesome, awesome, awesome. If you have not seen my page, go to my page. We have products, which is phenomenal. I opened the store for a couple of days. We have Divine Connection shirts. We have coasters. We have the glasses with the stem, the soda can holder. All of Divine Connections items are on my page. Go check it out. But I'm only doing it for a couple of days, and Friday's the last day to put your order in. So go ahead and make your order, and let's make it happen, because you are a divine connection, and we want you to be encouraged and know that God is the divine connector, and you are a divine connection. He has gifted us with a lot of talents and gifts and skills, and we just need to know that we are a divine connection. Okay? Awesome, awesome. So today I am excited to bring this young lady on. It is going to be phenomenal. You want to hear her story and things that she has been through. And so we're going to go ahead and bring her on and let her share her story. Hello, Miss Nicci. How are you?
Dolores, how are you?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
Wonderful. Super excited to be here. You have a lot of wonderful things going on.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you. You as well. So introduce yourself to the audience and tell them a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Definitely. I am Nicci Doherty. I am a CEO and executive founder for Faith, Hope, Love for Veterans, a nonprofit charity here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where we connect homeless veterans to resources in the community. I am also a combat veteran, served in Iraq in 2003 as a military police officer. Yes, so super excited about that. And I am also CEO of Walking Empower and Purpose Academy, where I empower, inspire, motivate, and uplift women to become the best version of themselves by first deciding that they know they have a bigger purpose inside of them, and they just need an accountability coach, some action steps and tools and strategies to reach exactly where they want to go. And that is what I am currently up to.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So thank you for serving, for one. Yeah. We definitely appreciate you. Honor to that. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. And so you had, I'm sorry, something's in my eye. You had an experience when you came back home from the military. So let's talk about that story, if you don't mind.
Right, definitely. So, of course, before the military, I was in my 20s. I, was going to Ohio State University. I was pursuing my bachelor's degree. I was actually working for the county at home. And then 9/11 happened. So we were off to war. We went to Iraq in 2003 at the height of the war. Needless to say, when I came back home, I was not the same person. Even though I was functioning as if I was the same, but I would be forever changed on the inside. For the next 10 years, I would get married. For the next 10 years from being home, I would get married. I'd get divorced. I'd go through PTSD, depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, survivor's guilt. I mean, an emotional roller coaster up and down. But Dolores, on the outside, It didn't appear that I was having panic attacks, couldn't sleep at night, anxious racing thoughts. By this time, I have a toddler and I'm a single mom. I didn't grow up as a single parent, so I didn't know how to be a single parent. Her father was also in the war. So we're coming back home. We have all these things going on inside of us, and not realizing that it was okay to say, I'm not okay. And as a soldier, it's very challenging sometimes. I just went off and served my country in the height of the war. And I was a military police officer. So we were outside the base all the time. We were in the city, we were, exposed to things and seeing things and doing things. So coming back home and asking for help was just not something that you did.
Right.
You just soldiered on, as we say. You maintain forward progression and you keep pushing forward in life. It wasn't until 10 years back from home, I decided to say, you know what? I'm done with this mask. I don't like how I'm feeling. I don't like portraying that everything is okay, and I'm not okay. At that point, I began to say, I need some help. And I would go to the VA and I would start to go through treatment, start to talk to someone. But my testimony and my journey is, it was not until I really started getting into a great church and reading my Bible and becoming close. I'm a Christian, and becoming close to God, my testimony.
Amen.
That's where my freedom started to come.
Come on.
That's my testimony. That's when I joined a great church. And I did not know that I joined a great church who taught the word of God, taught the Bible, made me more hungry for God. And I was raised as a Christian, raised Baptist as a Christian. So I grew up in the church, but I think I was just going through the motions. I really didn't have a relationship with God. I went to church on Sunday and I checked it off my list. The Christian thing, right? And I prayed, but I did not have a relationship with God. It was not until I started to read my Bible, really get in my word and understand what God said about me. Understand how God created me, how God sees me, the benefits and the gifts that he has on earth for us, Dolores.
That's right.
My light started to shine just a little bit. I did not know that by this time I've gone through bankruptcy. I've gone through all these things because my mindset was not where it needed to be to achieve the highest self possible. I finally got into a great career working with the government, and I was happy with this position. It came with a raise every year. I was almost making six figures. I was getting my credit back together. I finally got my own apartment because I was staying with my mom since the divorce for a few years. And my life was starting to get back on track. I really enjoyed my career. I had prayed for that job. So I was like, thank you, God. I prayed for this job. It was right around the corner from my house. My daughter's in a good school. But Dolores, let me tell you, I did not know that the purpose that was inside of me, God would call me to leave the very job I had prayed for. Because there was a greater purpose inside of me. Now, even going through my own mental challenges, I'm a soldier at heart, so I'm called to serve. I enjoy serving my country. I enjoy serving in my church. I enjoy empowering, inspiring, uplifting, motivating others. That's just what I did naturally. I did not know that was actually the call on my life to where I would do it full time. So the Lord, my church, my pastor at the time was traveling. He didn't have a church yet. He was traveling, going around ministering around the world. And I would travel with him and I would help and serve. And I just really loved serving in that ministry because it had done so much for me inside. I did not know that in 2016, my pastor would say he's opening up a church in Charlotte, North Carolina. I was in Ohio at the time. That's where I lived. All my family's there. And I had been serving with my pastor on a volunteer basis, maybe for a few years at that time. But it was in that ministry that my life had changed. It was in that ministry that the hunger for God really came alive inside of me. And the Lord would call me, Dolores, to leave everything, to forsake everything, my job, the career I prayed for now.
Yes.
What I prayed for. He would require of me to leave that job, to leave the land where my mother and father was, and go to a land which he would show me like Abraham.
Yes.
I was actually driving back and forth from Ohio to Charlotte every single Sunday to serve. That was the grace that was on me at that time. I would drive 7 hours every single Sunday.
Oh, wow.
But I remember getting so weary after 3 months of doing that. And the Lord said, okay, it's time to move. So I wiped my tears real quick. I said, that's okay, God, I'll continue driving. The Lord said, no, it's time for you to move. He said, if you really believe this word, if you really believe everything you've been reading, everything that's inside of you, the things I've been showing to you and speaking to you, you will give it all up for my name's sake. The career that I had so loved back at home, working for the government, I enjoyed serving the people. It was public service with the government. But the job that I really, really loved, I started to become unfulfilled. All of a sudden, I would go to work and be like, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. And I'm thinking, what else am I supposed to be doing? I prayed for this job. I really like this job. I would start to have visions. This was about 8 years ago. I would start to have visions on stage. To women about my testimony and letting them know that freedom was possible. Now, I thought it would just be veterans, just speaking to veterans of my testimony and my story of overcoming PTSD and being able to work with it and not identify myself with it anymore, and being able to do things and not say, oh, that's just my PTSD. Oh, I'm having a panic attack. That's my PTSD. Oh, you know, I'm scared to sleep in the dark. Oh, that's my PTSD. I was no longer saying that because I was able to do those things that I couldn't do before because I started working the word of God and the principles that are in the Bible. So the Lord will require me to move. It was in 2016. I pulled my daughter out of school. She was on winter break. She didn't even get a chance to say goodbye to her friends. The purpose inside of me was that strong. When my pastor said he was opening up a church in Charlotte, North Carolina, I knew I had to move. I left everything. And so I asked, I said, God, I said, well, can I just transfer? I mean, I can do the same thing I'm doing in Ohio and Charlotte. Lord said, no, leave it. And he worked on me for a good 3 or 4 days. And about the end of that third day, I knew without a shadow of a doubt, this is what I was supposed to do. So I gave up an almost 6-figure job, career, pulled my daughter out of school. I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. Dolores, we were homeless, penniless, didn't have a place to stay, but I wasn't hopeless. See, I had a word from God. I would tell you the next 5 years of my life would be a story of miracles, a story of living by faith, a story of watching my life unfold in a way I would never imagine. By this time, I have a master's degree in business, I have 2 bachelor's degrees, and I'm a combat veteran. So I figured, okay, it won't be that hard to find a job in Charlotte, North Carolina. I may be unemployed for a little while, but I should be able to find a job. Dolores, no one would hire me. All these degrees, I had people, recommendations. I would go to the Veteran Service Office and they'd say, oh, we can get you a job. Don't worry, don't worry. I would go for an interview. I would hear nothing. I could only get a job delivering pizzas. Dolores, I have a master's degree. I just have a 6-figure position and I could only deliver pizzas. It was DoorDash. So I was delivering food in Uptown Charlotte. Dolores, I was so mad. I knew this was where I was supposed to be, but I just didn't know what God was doing.
Yeah.
God, I know you didn't call me to leave this almost 6-figure job to work in, $5-6 an hour. The Lord didn't care nothing about me crying, whining. I got my daughter in the back seat. We're delivering food 8-10 hours a day just to make ends meet. But what I did not know, I'm actually in my purpose, and God is working some things in me and out of me to bring me exactly where I was supposed to be. So I would get cash tips and I would start to recognize the homeless men and women that were in Uptown Charlotte. So I would stop and feed them. And sometimes when DoorDash doesn't pick up their orders, you're able to keep the food. I started to have a plethora of food that my daughter and I couldn't even finish. So I started to minister to the homeless men.
Yes.
I am knowing their names. I know where they'll be at. I'm starting to build this relationship. One guy asked me to wash his clothes. I mean, this is how close I was becoming with the men and women that were homeless on the street.
Mm-hmm.
One year I passed out Christmas stockings. I just wanted to pass out Christmas stockings, and it was actually like 2 weeks before Christmas, maybe a week before Christmas. I was talking to my mom. This was 2019, maybe 18 or 19. I was talking to my mom in Ohio. I said, Mom, I really wish that I could pass out Christmas stockings to my homeless friends. Started to call them my friends. And I said, but there's no way I can pull something off like that in a week. Next thing I know, Dolores, I have a package show at my door. There's everything inside to pass out 20 stockings. My mom has sent everything from Ohio. Pass out 20 Christmas stockings. So my daughter and I made sandwiches. We put, snacks in there, and I passed them out. That was 2019. After I did that 20 stockings that year, in the middle of the next year, the Lord says, I want you to start a nonprofit. I said, what? A nonprofit? I said, God, I'm just doing this because this is what I enjoy. This brings me.
Right.
And I remember going to my pastor, Dolores, the pastor I had been serving with for a few years. I had now moved and left everything and moved here. And I just went to my pastor crying. I said, Pastor, I have all these degrees and I haven't been able to get a job and I've been trying and this is what I'm doing. And he's like, maybe that's not what you're supposed to be doing. I'm like, Pastor, I know that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. I said, can you pray? Can you please ask God what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I need some help. Mm-hmm. I will never forget what he said. He said, you need to turn your light on, flip the switch. And I was like, Pastor, I'm crying. I said, I really don't need a parable right now. I just really need you to tell me what to do. Can you get me a job? Can you make a position for me in the ministry? I didn't know that the pastor, the pastor was basically telling me, I need you to go back to God. I need you to figure this out with God because God has you in a position where he's teaching you and showing you what your purpose is on this earth. So that stuck with me about 1.5 years. It was at this time, I'm starting to feed in the homeless. I'm smiling. My light is coming on. I'm seeing their light come on. We're crying together. We're praying together. I'm feeding them. I'm giving them my cash tips. And my light is coming on. It flashes in my head what my pastor said, you need to flip the switch, turn your light on. And then I started to run into homeless veterans. And as a veteran, I mean, any person on the street homeless shouldn't be on the street. But my veterans, those that have served this country, those that have given up their lives and sacrificed and will forever be changed from serving their country should not be on the street.
That's right.
So the Lord said, I need you to start a nonprofit. And I'm like, what? Start a nonprofit? It's just me. I don't know how to start a nonprofit. It was through that journey of leaving everything, coming here, having nothing. But I gave everything up in the natural to gain everything in the spirit.
Yes.
Your audience. And what I do now, I'll get with that. I'll get to that. But what I do now, we all have a purpose inside of us, but we all play small because we don't know how to walk out the plan God is showing us or giving us. Remember, 10 years ago, I was having visions of speaking to women, helping women. It wouldn't manifest until now. When I'm in my purpose in a whole nother state, doing something I did not know what I was doing at all, but it was just following the journey and the purpose that God was putting in my heart step by step. My steps would be ordered, and our steps are ordered as we follow him. Day by day, step by step. His word is a lamp to our feet, a light to our path. The more I read my Bible, the more my purpose would come alive. So I started Faith, Hope, Love for Veterans. It was born out of a valley. It was born out of a very trying time for me and my daughter. It was born out of, in a situation, not knowing what God was doing, that I was where I was supposed to be the entire time. So I now help homeless veterans here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I connect them with resources. I help get them on their feet. We're also in the planning stages of organizing community solutions in terms of housing program. You can come off the street, be in transitional housing so they can have a place of home ownership and camaraderie and being a part of the community. So I thought that was done. I said, okay, God, I did what you said. I started my nonprofit. He would require me again to quit my job again.
Oh, wow.
Charlotte, North Carolina. I said, God, I thought we already did that. I did that already, right? He said, I need you to now help women who are unfulfilled, who are going through the motions, who are stressed, who knows that there's more inside of them. I need you to become their accountability partner, to share your story, your testimony of triumph, of not being a victim, of being victorious, how you went from being stuck to unstoppable, how you went from not knowing what you're supposed to do to walking in your power and your purpose, how you went from creating the life that you wanted to live in Ohio to leaving it all and then walking in the life that I have created for you. So I now coach and mentor women in my academy, Faith, in my academy, Walking in Power and Purpose Academy. And it's all about knowing you can create the life that you want to live the moment you decide to. Dolores, it's a decision.
I love it.
Decision. And just like your opening says, it says you have to know your worth. You are meant for more. You are built for more. I help my clients gain clarity. What is it that you want? What is it that you think you can achieve? It's all a mindset. Being in the military, I had to learn to shift my mindset. I had to work on my mindset. I have to learn to renew my mind daily. To set my goals in front of me, to say my affirmations, to do my visualizations, to take time out and do some deep breathing and recenter myself, because life can get you all out of focus. But I teach my clients, you're meant for more, believe for bigger. Let's get you clarity. Let's show you how you can indeed have everything you want. And Dolores and I were talking before the show started, how you hear all these cliches, create your best life and believe in yourself and you can do this. And it starts with a mind change. And what I believe and what I often say, just like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, everything you need is already on the inside of you. There was a time I didn't have hope, but I knew I didn't want to be the person I was functioning as. But I just didn't know what to do. I knew who I was. I just needed a mind shift to get me from where I was to where I needed to be. So as a business coach, I am that bridge to get my clients from where they're at to where they wanted to be. Whether you're in a business now and you're just not getting the results that you desire, you're ready to go to your next level. Maybe you're in a 9 to 5. The kids are back in school and now you got to pick them up and drop them off and do all this. Maybe you want time freedom and financial independence. Maybe you want to leave your job and start your own business. Maybe you want to start your own nonprofit and you're thinking, I could never do that. Oh my God, I've been at this job 10 years. I went to school for this. This is what my degree is in. But if that's not your purpose, you will not be fulfilled on the inside. You will be forever searching for something else because you're not in your purpose. When you start to walk in your purpose, power comes.
Yes.
Now you're walking in purpose and power. Now your light is shining. Now you are infecting others with your infectious smile, with your positive energy, because you're glowing from the inside out. And you don't have the mask on that everything is okay, but on the inside, it's not okay. You're wanting to do the work so you can live your best life. All those cliches are really true. Everything you need is already on the inside of you. but it starts with you making a decision to say enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Life is too short. I learned that many years ago in the military. Life is too short. We found that out with COVID. Life is too short. Life is too short to be doing something and in a career that's not fulfilling you and not bringing you your life's purpose from the inside out. So I am here to motivate. I'm known as the motivational mindset superwoman. I'm here to motivate, encourage, inspire, uplift, but I'm also here to give you practical action steps, tools, and strategies. Because if you're motivated, you're not going to be changed. You're going to say, oh, I'm motivated, I'm all excited. But when tomorrow comes, you're going to go back into those same old habits.
That's right.
It's about creating habits. It's about learning who you really are and shifting your mindset daily, because life is going to come at us daily. And it's about having those tools and strategies that I had to learn when my mind wants to put me back into a situation from 18 years ago in Iraq. I have to tell myself, we're not there anymore.
That's right.
What you experienced was real, but it's not real right now. We have to learn those mindset tools and strategies. Dr. Dobson wrote a wonderful book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. I think that's his last name. Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. We have a habit of who we are. We're a creature of habit. We do the same thing every day. We take the same way to work. We drink the same coffee. Our subconscious is running us daily. We have subconscious programs. Just like we have 10 tabs open up on our computer, we have 10 folders opened up in our brain as well. And when certain situations happen, we respond unconsciously in our subconscious. It's time to take, as I started, mentoring and coaching and posting videos, I would start to get messages from soldiers that I used to serve. And they started to say, great job taking your life back. I'm so proud of you for taking your life back. Oh my God, you're taking your life back. And when they said I was taking my life back, I had to think, who had my life at the time? If they're saying I'm taking it back, where was it? Depression had my life.
Come on.
Anxiety had my life. Panic attacks, PTSD, nightmares had my life. Limiting mindset had my life. Old beliefs, we call it stinking thinking in the military. Stinking thinking had my life. But it wasn't until I said, I am running my own show now. Now people are saying, oh my God, just your smile, it's just contagious. See, because it's coming from the inside.
Come on.
I'm no longer pretending.
That's right.
Coming from the inside, because I'm in my purpose and I'm changing and I'm helping others walk in theirs too. So my light shines the brightest when I'm helping and encouraging and motivating others. And my coaching program gives you practical action steps to go from where you are to where you want to be. But I have to be honest, we do a lot on mindset. You can have all the tools in the world, but if your mindset isn't right, you're going to continue to create what you've been creating because your mindset and your thought process and patterns have not changed. So we have to change the way we think in order to be able to change our lives.
I love it. I love it. All of that. That was awesome. That was phenomenal. But I love hearing your testimony, the things that you've been through and as you were serving and the things you had to deal with mentally, and then finding that light, which is Jesus Christ, that allows you to kind of pull yourself out of darkness and live the life. And he guided your every step to where he desired you to be. And now you are definitely prospering and then being sowing a seed into others. That is a blessing to help the homeless military, and being the nonprofit, because it's much needed. I guess a lot of people don't really talk about the things they go through when they're in the military, and then the things, how it affects their mind and their spirits and their families. And so I greatly appreciate you coming on today and sharing that information. You are very welcome. How can people stay in contact with you or connect with you? Somebody might be watching and be going through some of the things that you talked
Yes.
about and just need a way out or need someone to
Right.
talk to.
Right. It's definitely okay to say, you know what? I know I'm superwoman. I'm managing my household, my husband, my kids, or maybe I'm a single parent, and I'm working my job and everything appears to be okay. But inside, you are not okay. You are not okay. And it's okay to say you're not okay. It's okay to own that because guess what? A lot of us are not okay. And we are really all in this together. We're all in this to say, hey, I went through this to show you you can make it, to show you that freedom is possible from all your life situations. We don't go through things to hold it into ourselves. We go through things to share with the world our testimony, to be unashamed. I used to be so ashamed to be divorced, to have PTSD. I was carrying all of this. But I had to tell myself, it's okay. Other people are going through the same thing. So if you're ready to say enough is enough, I need a life change, Nicci. Enough is enough. I am not okay. And I need somebody to talk to. I need somebody just to give me some action steps. You can find me on social media. I'm on social media. You can also email me at info@niccidoherty.com. The information is on the screen. You can also go to my website, www.niccidoherty.com. I am here, baby steps. It's been so freeing, Dolores.
Yes.
Say I'm not okay. And to say, hey, guys, I went through this, but look at me.
Yes.
We don't look like what we've been through.
Yes.
And it's so freeing. You literally feel like the weight of the world is off your shoulders because you don't have to pretend anymore.
That's right.
And you can say, I went through all of this and I still survived. And now let me help you. That's right. We got to all keep it real because we're all going through something. We're human.
That's right.
Even as Christians, we're still human. We still go through things. So you can find me on social media. Send me an email. Just tell me, where you're at. What's your dreams? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to have your own company on the side? Do you want to, run your own business full time? Do you want to start a nonprofit? Do you want to have more time freedom? Do you want to have financial independence so you can spend more time with your family? I have aging parents. I want to be there for them, to spend time with them. I have a teenage daughter. We all know teenagers need their parents there. I want to be able to spend more time with her. I want to be able to, travel when I want to. As I stated, I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. All my family's in Ohio. I want to be able to go see my niece and nephew that call me every day. Titi, when are you in my house? I wanted to free up that time. So I had to be okay with trying something new, especially when God has purpose calling you on the inside. We all know when purpose is pulling on us. So I am excited to hear from you. I hope this helped, and I hope that you'd be able to take something that I said and apply it to your life. And so excited to be here.
Awesome. Well, we definitely thank you for coming on today, sharing your testimony and your resources as well. You guys make sure you stay connected. She's not here just to be talking. She's here for someone that is listening in the audience, even if it's a replay or right now. Please reach out to her. We thank you all for serving the military, but we know with that, a lot of things goes on in your mind, spirit, and your heart. And so she is here for you. There is help and support out there, and she is one of them. So, Miss Nicci, thank you. Thank you so much,
Dolores. Thank you for your platform, for being able to bring, like you said, gospel artists, ministers, pastors, teachers, evangelists, people that just want to tell their testimony. So thank you for your platform.
Oh, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. That's what we're here to support one another and to help one another. I haven't been through military, but you have. And so it's been an experience for you. So I'm grateful that God has allowed me to have the platform to share with others as well. Yes, ma'am. So we will definitely stay in touch.
Yes,
do you have any last minute words of encouragement?
Yeah, definitely. I just want your audience and the listeners to know, whether you're watching live or watching the replay, that everything you need, you actually do have on the inside of you. You can create the life that you want to live by first making a decision to say, I am going for it. I'm taking a leap of faith, and I am going to just trust God, and I am just going to let him direct my footsteps, and your life will unfold in a way you will never have imagined. And you will become so free, and you'll start to glow from the inside out. Your light will shine before men so all others can see.
That's right.
Once you start walking in your power and your purpose. So be encouraged. Know the best is yet to come. The moment you decide, I am going to live life on my own terms.
That's right. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on and sharing with us today. This is Miss Nicci. You guys make sure you stay connected. She's a great individual to connect with, and she will help lead you in the right direction. Awesome, awesome. I am Dolores Williams with Divine Connection. As I always say, make sure you stay connected to the number one divine connected, which is Jesus Christ. So thank you, Miss Nicci, for being my guest today. You are a blessing. So keep making it happen and spreading the love of God throughout the community and especially our military. And we're going to turn it over to our sponsors, and we will talk to you guys soon. Make sure you like and share this broadcast. Someone needs this word on today. Someone needs some help and may not know how to reach out to someone, but she has her arms open wide for you to come and talk with her and connect with her to do just that. All right. So blessings to all of you. Yes, ma'am. So hold tight, and I will turn it over to my sponsors, and we will talk to you guys. So make sure you like and share this broadcast. All right. Hold on, Miss Nicci.
Terrell Goodman is the CEO of TS&F Consultant and Management LLC, a veteran-owned and operated family business that offers professional services for veterans. This company operates with a group of associate members with an average of 38 years of hands-on experience in their respective professions. They are committed to the highest principles, standards, and values to assure each client's success. To find out more, contact TS&F Consultant and Management LLC today. Just call 877-365-0817, extension 104.
Hey, we've got exciting news from Divine Connections Marketing Services. Now you can create your own custom video commercial for your business or organization. It's time for you to win. Your product or service is someone's solution, so get the attention of your potential customers now. Choose from a 30 or 60-second commercial today. Just email us at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com and we can get started. Connect today and let's get started making your custom video commercial now.
Divine Connections Magazine. Get major exposure for your business. Is someone looking for your service? Do you need networking? Are you a gospel artist or a ministry? Do you have a major event that you want to promote? Divine Connections Magazine has the solution for you. We can distribute to residents, businesses, churches, and online. Don't miss this opportunity to expand your marketing locally and around the world. Find out more about us at divineconnectionsmagazine.com. Get your spot in the next issue of Divine Connections Magazine by emailing us for details at divineconnectionsmagazine@gmail.com.
Make sure to like us on Facebook at Divine Connections Marketing. Follow us on Instagram at Divine Connections.
Let's get it started now.